Hey, it's John Murray here in New Orleans at the Essence Festival for Essence All Access, and I'm here with the world-renowned Bishop T.D. Jakes. How you doing today?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me.
How's it being down here at Essence for you? Because you've been multiple times. What's the experience like?
I think it's a great experience. I mean, Essence really supports women. Women support our community. They support our family. I support them as well. So to be able to inspire, to detonate some activity as it relates to their being empowered in some way, is quite meaningful to me.
You know, we're at a peculiar time here in our country where people say that faith is going out of style. Churches are losing members. Churches are having to reduce their services. But you continue to have a phenomenal impact beyond the four walls of the church. How does it feel to have a reach like you have in a time where it seems like some people are moving away from faith?
You know, first of all, I think that faith hasn't gone out of style. I think it's changing forms. Like all industries, people are changing the way they ingest information. And so we have to get on social media. We have to get out there, and we can't make them come to us. We have to do like Jesus said and go into all the world. So I continue to do that. One of the reasons that I'm getting ready to do a talk show is that I want to do Matthew 28:19, go into all the world. The church has a tendency to say, come, but Jesus said go. And so we want to go out there where they are and influence the culture by being one amongst them, because we're really no different from anybody else. We just have faith as our source.
Now, you've done shows for TBN, you did a talk show for BET, now you're doing TD Jakes syndication. Talk about doing a talk show this way and on your own terms.
Well, it is. You hit it dead on the head. Doing it on your own terms is a lot more empowering. My company, TD Jakes Enterprises, is partnering with Tegna. So we have much more say-so in the outcome of the events, and that's been very, very enjoyable already. We're already in 50% of the country, and we're very, very excited about that. We have of control on the subject matter, the content, the flow of the event, and I feel happy. I feel free, and we're going to explore it together, and we're going to build it together. I think it's going to be awesome.
Now you preach and you speak, and so many people are blown away by your message. A few years ago at MegaFest, I got to watch you watch E. Dewey Smith preach, and the level of enjoyment that you had with the way he was dissecting the word, it was fun to watch you have appreciation for somebody else's delivery. I'd love to know, what other speakers inspire you? Who do you like to hear deliver the word, or any type of message that really gets you going?
You know, I am for the young people. I am for the young preacher. I just believe it's their day, it's their time, it's their turn. And so I try to support them as much as possible, encourage them as much as I can. Chris Hill out of Phoenix, out of Denver, Colorado. One of my sons is a tremendous speaker. I think he's doing an amazing job. I've got a Patrick Winfield down in Fort Worth that's doing really well. E. Dewey is in a class all by himself. He's an intellect. He's brilliant. He's articulate. He's intelligent. And I'm really, really excited about what he's doing. God is doing in his life. I could name all kinds of them, but I'm excited about the young guys because I want them to understand, go for it. This is your time. This is your hour. Do your thing. We did. You know, and why would we deny them the right to go after the same things that we did in terms of winning souls, reaching people, and conveying the gospel into every message possible?
Now, you're launching in the fall. We have the preachers doing a summer test run. Who'd ever thought this many preachers would be on mainstream television at the same time? How does that feel?
It's absolutely wonderful and absolutely frightening. It's wonderful because we're there. It's frightening because it's such a huge responsibility with a glaring kind of light that we've never had before. And I think we have to be very, very careful how we handle this one moment, or we may not ever have it again. So, you know, my best to everybody who's going out there to do it. My prayers with them. I want their prayers for me, because it's very hard to remain true to your core and receive the opportunity and respond to it in a balanced perspective. You're going to get critics from both sides, and that goes along with it, but I think it's worth doing, and we ought to do it.
Now, Bishop, you talked about the effectiveness of social media. I jokingly say that if my pastor at my church got on social media, I call a meeting at the church and tell him he had to get off. Because some of these preachers get a little carried away with these live broadcasts. But you use it effectively. Talk about the gift and the curse of social media and ministry.
You know, social media is a nebulous thing. It's what you do with it that determines its outcome. It is the fastest growing area of my ministry. I'm hiring more people to manage social media than I am any other area in our organization. It is huge. We have e-church. We have e-church members. We have virtual reality for children's ministries. We're developing new content all the time. We have to remain on the cutting edge. And I think that social media is a very positive and powerful thing. However, there are going to be trolls. There are going to be critics. There are going to be people sitting up under a bridge throwing rocks at you because that makes them feel empowered, and you have to manage that. Everything has a yin and a yang, and you have to manage it. There's also the reality of exposing your children to strangers. That is very scary and very dangerous. And so I encourage parents to monitor how social media is used, but it's not going away. We might as well get used to it. It's here for a while.
I think we're going to get these type of lessons and so much more in the TD Jakes show in the fall. You guys premiere in September, right?
September the 12th, yeah, and we're real excited about it, and hopefully this will be where you can find me. I can't go everywhere I'm invited. I'm getting older, for one thing, and then I was getting like 4,000 or 5,000 invitations a year. It's just not physically possible, but I can do it from television and reach a much wider audience and get home to my family and enjoy my life too.
You've come a long way from preaching at a small church in West Virginia.
Oh, yeah. But if I had not gone through that, I wouldn't be who I am. I do not despise where I came from. I've come a long ways. You would not believe where I came from. But I'm so grateful for the journey and what I went through and what I learned and the values that I have. My values are not built on big. I did this small. I did this ignored. I did it without television. I love what I do. I just love it. I do it right now.
We love what you do too. We're here at the Essence Festival with TD Jakes. You got to watch his new show in the fall. It's John Murray for Essence, All Access.